So I just want to revisit the Mjolnir walking stick by Cane Fighters International, made by Master Ziggy himself. All right, this is a very serious piece of equipment. This is a nice walking stick. I mean, I've been having it in my regular rotation of walking sticks. This and the Black Dragon are my two main everyday carry sticks. I just gotta say, this is one hell of a impact enhancer. This plastic ball at the top hits like a sledgehammer. And on top of that, it's a beautiful piece with laser etched dragon scales in here and hand grips all the way down. Finger grooves from here to here. So you can have a secure grip in multiple uses. My initials laser etched on there. This thing is an absolute beauty, and it's quite comfortable to just lean your weight on that ball when you're walking if you have any mobility issues like I do. It's much more than just a typical walking stick. It has character, and as far as a self-defense weapon, you can't go wrong with this. And I love the runes. It's got the name Mjolnir etched in the Elder Futhark. So for those of us who like that kind of Norse mythology and the runes, I mean, it's just something else. Just something else. And I love the finish. And I'll tell you, if you think you're gonna have to defend yourself against someone with lethal intent, this would be a pretty good tool to have in your hand. It would serve you well. So check out Master Ziggy at Cane Fighters International and see what he has to offer. He has a lot of different types of canes. This is one of my favorites, but you might like something different. But please, if you do check him out, tell him Joel sent you. Training with this weapon is pure joy, to be honest. This thing moves very well. It's heavy. It will hit hard. You can feel the power when you're training with it, but it's not so heavy to be too cumbersome to be practical. Like many polymer sticks and high density plastic sticks that we see available from different knife companies. Quite often knife companies don't know how to manufacture sticks because they're, well, knife companies. A walking stick or cane crafted by someone who is a stick fighter, who is a cane fighter, who is a master of using blunt impact weapons is gonna be different than something manufactured by a company that makes knives. It is going to be completely different than something crafted by someone who's never swung a stick in training in their life. Someone like Master Ziggy, who is not only a master of the craft of using blunt impact weapons, but is also a master woodworker, is going to make a stick that absolutely sings in the hands of another stick fighter. When you pick up one of Master Ziggy's products, you know right away that this isn't your typical walking stick. Spatty dag ain't my thing. This is a stick made by a stick fighter for stick fighters. Master Ziggy is a master craftsman. This stick is not only very functional when it comes to fighting, it is also very beautiful, as I've said before. About all of Master Ziggy's products. I just can't get enough of them. I always look forward to new products from Cane Fighters International. If you hit somebody with this thing, it's gonna leave a mark. I love that Master Ziggy chose the name Mjolnir for the stick, because Mjolnir is the root word for the word miller. Now, you have to understand what miller means. Miller means to crush, to take wheat and make it into flour. Thor's hammer was literally called the crusher. And this stick is aptly named. As I've said before, the ball head on the stick is hefty. That thing will hit like a ton of bricks. In the hands of a skilled stick fighter, this stick is a man-stopper. I am very confident that if I hit somebody full on with the ball of this stick, if I find bone with the ball of that stick, that I will be crushing that bone, that I will be breaking that bone. I know there are no absolutes in fighting ever, but I feel that this is one of the most potentially devastating sticks in my collection. This thing is absolutely a fucking deadly stick. This is really the part I hate to do. I kind of like to do it too, because it lets me feel how this thing can impact a target. But I hate risking putting scratches and marks and maybe even breaking my stick, right? No matter how great the stick is, no matter how strong hickory is, there's always a risk. Like I said, I always hate doing this part because there is a small chance that I will break the stick. However, I have put Master Ziggy sticks through a lot of torture, and they always have held up very well. The only one that didn't was one that wasn't made of hickory. It was made of beechwood because he was experimenting with that. But I still have that stick, and it's still functional. I still beat things with it. This fucking thing's awesome. The weight of a stick like this does take a little getting used to, and a lot of people would be better off using it two-handed. For me, the two-handed use of the stick is actually something I should practice more, because it is a more sure way to keep your stick in your hand. One-handed, a two-handed grip is much more secure and more likely to keep that stick in your hand. Anyway, links to Master Ziggy's site are in the description, as well as my Patreon. Thank you.